Multiliteracies is a learning framework that is best to use for teaching 21st century learners literacy. Many theorists, such as Cope and Kalantzis, Lankshear and Knobel, argue that digital technologies are essential to literacy education, and for that these 21st century learners, digital technologies are forming the base of children's lived experiences and altering the nature of knowledge, along with the ways of communicating it. But first of all, what is multiliteracies? It's the linguistic, visual, audio, gestural, spatial, and multimodal ways in which young people learn and communicate. They are no longer just readers, they're also users and navigators. And with the multiliteracies theory, reading isn't just comprehension of words anymore. It's now a way in which young people navigate through various methods and modes of understanding. So why is multiliteracy so important for 21st century learners? Helsper and Eynon have argued that young people's brains are actually developing differently to adults due to their engagement with digital technologies, and they need to develop a virtual school bag, as Thomson says, of skills and ideas surrounding technology in order to participate in today's world of education. And did you know that electronic games, or otherwise computer or digital games, are now used in more than 9 out of 10 households in Australia? This is an effect of globalisation. Woods and Exley make the point that globalisation has created new textual landscapes with the reliance on connections with technological objects, that is, post-human worlds. So these landscapes encourage more sensory engagement from young learners through both receptive and productive practices, and have an apparent need to coexist between both contexts, that's post-human and human worlds. So let's look at digital literacy postmodern picture books. Woods and Exley say that these picture books encourage different reading and viewing skills because of the range of literary devices that encourage the reader to inquire and analyse. These devices usually work together to create a multimodal text, and it's typically unpredictable, non-linear, interactive, different to what children might expect from a typical physical book, and they demand co-authoring during the reading process. But there are some problems that are emerging and some barriers that we already know about as to why multiliteracy's framework and having these digital experiences in the classroom may not be able to happen just yet. So there's a general lack of progress with early years practitioners' use of technology, and that is these old immigrants to technology trying to teach these young learners who were born with these digital capabilities, these digital natives. There's also young children's online digital experiences and their relationship to the offline digital world. We also have an increasing problem called the Internet of Toys, and those are the toys that can be used virtually. We're seeing more and more that technology, even at home, can be used as a pacifier. There's also issues of data privacy and a surge in child-related marketing online. And before multiliteracies becomes the go-to literacy learning model, more work needs to be done on children's privacy rights and rights to data security, internet safety, as well as more research on how children interact with these digital technologies and how it actually affects their literacy development. At the moment, a lot of the data is based on how teachers use technology and how they use it to teach literacy, but there's not as much on how it actually affects young people's literacy.